Hi, my name's Jeff Rooney. I'm a Chartered Accountant working with Ernst & Young. I'm working in the Audit and Assurance Division, specialising in financial services. People often ask me why I work for Ernst & Young and why I decided to become a Chartered Accountant. Firstly, I decided to become a Chartered Accountant because I've always had a passion for business. So when I was at high school, I studied commerce and economics. And at university, I studied a commerce degree majoring in accounting and finance. From there, it was a natural step for me to start working for a Big Four firm like Ernst & Young. I love working for Ernst & Young because of the people. It's a real people-first culture. I feel supported, I feel nurtured, and I really do feel like I'm challenged in my everyday job. As part of my role in audit and assurance, I have to understand how clients' processes work. One of the key processes for every client is cash control. The cash control process is important for every business. There are two main reasons for this. Firstly, businesses need to be able to keep track of how much cash is coming in and going out of their business. As well, they need to know how much cash they have at specific points in time, particularly for financial reporting purposes. Secondly, cash is very susceptible to fraud, which means it's quite easy to steal, so businesses need to be able to control theft from their business. There are many different controls around the cash process. Each business does things slightly differently. However, there are three key controls which are common across all businesses. 1. Segregation of duties. 2. Bank reconciliation. And 3 is the safe storage of cash and cheques. There are three critical points in the cash handling process where cash is susceptible to fraud. Firstly, when the cash is received. Secondly, when it's recorded in the accounting records. And thirdly, when the cash is finally deposited into the bank. The best way to minimise this risk is to have a different person handling the cash at each of these different stages. The process of bank reconciliations is all about comparing the value of cash that a business has in its accounting records to the value of cash recorded in bank records. There are many valid reasons why those two amounts could be different. The control is being able to understand and explain what those differences are. There are two key elements to the safe storage of cash. One is a method of storage, for example, being in a locked safe or directly deposited into a bank. Secondly, it's limiting the amount of people who have access to cash, because this will limit the opportunities for theft or fraud. An important point to remember is that if employees work together, they can circumvent these controls. That's why part of my role is to work with clients to understand the risks and identify any potential frauds that have occurred in the cash process. The cash control process is vital to every business across the globe. This gives me the opportunity to work with Ernst & Young anywhere around the world.